No Corvair work tonight. Too cold. But what I'm going to do, somebody asked me about something about my TrailBlazer. Upper ball joints. How to replace them. As you can see, they look pretty easy, but they're not. You gotta take that bolt out on the top, undo that nut, take that bolt out on the top, and what looks like you are going to have to take that bolt out the top, and this top ball joint is actually pressed into this knuckle right here. See if I can get this flashlight to stay. Okay. The ball joint is actually pressed into this, so you have to undo that bolt right here. Okay, undo that bolt, take that bolt completely out, and then you have to get a ball joint press. And it's kind of hard to explain, but you gotta, sometimes you can heat this outer ring up. Now, if you gotta do this with the tire off the car, of course. If you heat this outer ring up enough, sometimes you can, with a torch, okay, heat the outer ring up with a torch. Sometimes you can hit the top of this ball joint with a hammer, and it'll actually pop out the bottom. But that ball joint there, sir, is pressed in, and you would have to get a ball joint press. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I am from Connecticut, but my local Napa does let me rent out a ball joint press. And you would just have to press out, follow the instructions on how to press out the ball joint, and press it out. Either that, if you can't get a ball joint press or can't rent one, then unfortunately you will probably have to have a garage do it. But you would most likely need a ball joint press to remove this upper ball joint. Yep, good tires. Spray grease everywhere. How's my frame doing? Spray grease. The whole frame. Alright. Yep. TrailBlazer. Billet grill. Oh. Let's see how my oil is doing. Underneath this Corvair. See if it's really dripping at the bottom. Yeah, it still is. I like this shit. Still dripping out the bottom. I think what I'm gonna do. See that? See that dark spot right there? Still dripping out the bottom. Yep. Son of a gun. I think what I'm going to do is put some sort of catching device underneath the engine to catch the oil and see what kind of oil it is. If it's differential fluid, apart. Alright guys, I'll work on that other baby sooner or later. Corvair sleeping. Alright, see you later.